None of my stuff. This is amazing. I love when my webcam decides it doesn't want to work today. Or not at all, apparently. Heck. It was working a minute ago. There we are. Bright as heck because I haven't adjusted anything yet. I am so smart, I swear. And of course, I'm not set up to do what I'm supposed to be doing. Anyway, yeah. I know it's 2 for Tuesday, but we are just gonna play Beacon Pines because I really liked that game and I really just want to play more of it. I'm gonna get that launched and we are gonna go from there. I really want to find out how many different ways we can actually die today. And maybe my special guests will help me voice some of these characters. Because, yeah, there was a lot last time. I know, I'm not looking at the camera because I'm a terrible, terrible millennial who is not doing what they're supposed to. My bad. Come on, silly thing. Please behave. Sorry, I was trying to get my phone to behave and it's not. So. Excuse me. I'm running a little behind because I went and got boba and now all I have left are the bits. So those are actually bears. Little lychee bears and tapioca pearls. Instead of actually you know, finishing off my drink. I kind of thought that the lychee was going to be small enough to fit in the straw, and it was not. And that funky sound in the background is one of my special guests drinking their boba terribly. Well, maybe stop doing whatever it is you're doing. It's probably ice you're attempting to suck up. You should stop.
The boba.
Wow. I'm trying to remember all the voices we gave people. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, yeah. We were going to deliver some jelly for Grandma. Let's see. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now, while the day is still young. Excellent. Okay, so we didn't lose any progress, thankfully, from just leaving the game. We need to deliver some jam to Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver, and then some to that creepy guy who really likes our grandma. He also shoved us in a phone booth, and we died. Not super keen on helping him. Let's see. We've gotten refuse, struggle, succulent, fight, strange, rumble, shame, chit, smack, indulgent, chance, pull, junk, chill, hide, ponder, and tickle. There are words so far. And in our narrative path, we have we've done quite a few things, but we haven't quite finished everything. Reach myself over so we can see any of the ones with the little check marks are ones that we've actually done everything with those words. So we've done 3 things with this. I'm assuming 3 is probably the max for each section, but I don't know for sure. We've done chill. We've done tickle and strange. We've done fight. We've done shame. We've done struggle and change. All right. Grandma's doing something. Winding something. Sounds like. Oh, she's making a call. one of those old phones. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is, we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well. We can meet tonight. Grandma, what are you doing? Oh, there's a thing. Oh, I guess this is the bag we're supposed to deliver. Oh, it's our best friend. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Hello. I gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Oof. Is it a whole thing? Hello. Welcome to Beacon Pines. Ordinarily I'd be playing 2 games, but we jumped right in today. It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Bye, Rolo. Alright, so we have to deliver some jam, because Grandma said so. I feel like we're gonna drop it. Alright, we have to make sure that... what are their names again? Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver get the ones on top. I don't know who those people are. Did I just start playing this? I started actually a little bit last week, and we died a couple times, and this is our second session, I guess. So... wait, watch your step! Oh, sorry. There's a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? Okay, let's not step on beetles. So we did play a little bit of this last week. We managed to open a few narrative paths already and unlock several words. Any of these little things that you see... oh, I guess they're over here. Any of these little things that you see with a check mark are actually just completed. So we did 3 different words for our very beginning one, which is where we just talked to our grandma. We did 2 different words for a rendezvous with Roxy, which led to either going by ourselves or getting, well, bullied. So in one, we were trapped with the bully, and in the other one, we were just trapped. So interesting paths so far. I'm not sure where the people are that we're supposed to deliver these to. I know where the old man that really likes our grandma is, but you can tell those jerks it doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Harumph. Okay, interesting. They might just all be over here, where the creepy guy is. But they could be in this little town center, I guess. What is your name? Who are you? Excuse me, who are you? Not a person I need to talk to. About you? Who are you? Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. It's the bookworm. I'm still not sure where the people we're supposed to deliver to are, because it doesn't really tell you. Hey girls, where's the person I'm supposed to deliver to? Anybody? Anybody at all? Nope. How about you? Can you tell me anything? Nope. Okay. Oh, that's exciting, I guess. Love being lost. It's so much fun. Right? Is that the... I don't know if that's the guy. The stream's going good, Derek. How are you? I am playing more Beacon Pines because I want to see if we can die again. Mr. Wilder, do you have time to chat?
Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Interesting.
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I guess I should be reading these. My bad. The front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Doing okay? Just relaxing? How was your day? My day was really long, and I'm very glad to be home. Well, yes. That is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum. Excuse me. Nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is a dangerous... You finish that thought? I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. Fine. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Okay, bye, Eris Valentine. She is, something. Wow. Last Chance Diner. Go to the diner. I don't think we've been over here. I don't think we've been over here at all. Hey, Dawn. Dawn. Hey, Luca, what's up?
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter.
I don't think we've been over here at all.
She searched for the story that could be her big break.
Wow.
By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
I got you on that jam delivery, eh?
Yep. Hey, Dawn, have you noticed anything weird around town lately?
What sort of weird things?
Stuff going on at the old Valentine building.
You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now.
So, what's going on?
Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads.
Keep me in the loop, okay?
Sure thing. Have you seen the new kid around yet?
New kid?
Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Eris Valentine.
And?
Valentines represent Beacon Pines' past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations.
I can imagine. So I have kind of tried to give everybody their own unique voice. I can only do so many voices, so we'll see how that goes. Are you one of the people that I need to do? Alright, so this is a new person. Hopefully they're not a permanent fixture. Every time somebody's a permanent fixture, they end up with a voice. So. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is. It's just, I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you used to help her out in the diner. So our mom disappeared. That's kind of the thing. Our dad's, unfortunately, gone, like a Disney father. And our mom has disappeared. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around with your little apron, taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? Break. Aww. Why is it a little photo breaking? That's sad. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Mrs. Fratelli, please just take your jam and leave me alone. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
They even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do. Thanks, Mrs. Fratelli. I hope I don't have to do your voice again. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family or our legacy. So the idea is I'm trying to make him sound as Eeyore depressed as possible, because look at this man. Just look at him. He just looks sad. He's just got permanent sad eyes, droopy ears, just sad, sad man.
Can't confirm. Looks sad.
Wow, thanks. Can you even see him? Wow, amazing. The special guest can see him, everybody. Or at least one of them can. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Now I don't want to talk to you anymore, Mayor McSad. Alright, let's see. Can we get any more words from in here? Or we're just gonna run into chairs and stuff? I'm guessing we're probably just gonna run into chairs and stuff, which is okay. Can we go back here? Nope. Alright, so we found her, but I have no idea where the other guy is. I'm sure Gran said it, but I don't remember. I have no idea. Definitely not here with the bat. Who told us nothing. Can I go inside? No? Okay. Alright, so I know that going this way takes me to the creepy guy. What about going this way? Who are you? How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold cold? Look, Bert. You want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Wow. How rude.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples.
He's shining apples.
More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
No, just one. Okay, got it. Hello? Eep!
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no bother, no bother.
He leaned
I think that's the voice I gave him last time.
and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me.
Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam?
Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Oh yes, the jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
Why is he winking at me? What is happening? Sir. I shall put it on my store shelves post haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Bro, what? Why is he being creepy? Okay. Alright, he's a little creepy. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Alright, so the last one was for this guy who has the hots for grandma. If I remember correctly. Why am I walking into this wall? Hey, mister. Oh gosh, what voice did I give this guy? I don't remember. I don't remember what voice I gave him last week. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. I don't think I can do a Luca, you seem chipper. I don't know. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
What is with everybody being weird? I suppose it is. Am I giving a little Doc Brown right now? I don't know. I don't know why my mic is echoing a little. So, do you want your jam? All right. Usually Juniper drops off herself. I guess she's busy today. Juniper is our grandma, I think. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case.
Nuncreed snatched the basket from Luca.
The whole basket? I'll hold on to the basket until next time I see your grand. I don't think we were supposed to let him do that. Also, I have a feeling that if we had delivered them in a different order, something would Whoa, my goodness. Oh yeah, we were gonna give the new kid a new voice. Because I didn't know what voice to give her last time. Hey You doesn't really lend itself to a British accent, though. Anybody object to a British accent for saying hey you? No. Cool. Cool. Chat, does anybody object to me using a British accent to talk as this little girl? I think it's a girl. They said it was a girl. You object. Cube, how could you? Wow. Too bad. Only one objection. Denied. I don't really think I can say hey you in a British accent, though. Anchovies are pineapple. What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? 12. No objections here. Nice. Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? I might change her dialogue a little bit to make it work with the accent. I hope that's alright. What just happened? Well, guess we're following her. Oh, my goodness. What a crazy coincidence. Oh, are we on an ad? Wow. People who are subscribed to me don't see this. Wow. Are we off of ads now? Okay, thank you. Here is my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh gosh. Alright, so I think they're lesbians, but I don't know what voice to give them. I I could just give them more British accent, I guess. Probably not, though. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favourite pineapple pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Sorry. Get this, his favourite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what's your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Iona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Oh, another coincidence. I already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. I feel like I'm already in a lot of trouble. Nice to meet you, Beck. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? I owe you one. My mum's great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is a little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by the big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one on this whole friend thing. Oh, grift, sorry. Great to see you there. We're gonna meet Beck at the big creepy gate. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to meet our friend. Like, I'm gonna go meet our friend. I have a feeling that this is like a branching spot in the narrative, so I can do one or the other. But I'm gonna go meet our friend. He said he was gonna be up here in the treehouse. Sorry, mission control. Hello? Where is he? Is he not gonna show up because we have to go meet Beck?
Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer.
Decommissioned for the summer. Okay.
With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
Me too. I might put on a jacket here soon. Can I go down, please? Thank you. Boing, boing. Boing, boing. I'm just like a real deer now. Boing, boing. Boing. Just jumping all over the place. Boing. Okay, so unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can do anything other than what it lets us do. Which I guess makes sense. Alright, let's go find the big creepy gate. Boing. Good morning, Jeff. I don't know how to do an old man voice. I also don't know if he's going to be a reoccurring character. Ah. Oh, what's so good about it? No, that was terrible.
That was good.
No, it wasn't. It sucked.
I'm trying to be a crotchety old man. Oh, what's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me.
Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up.
Humph.
The festival. Old man Valentine used to put on a cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I can see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit.
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
Is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Yeah, I'm never gonna get his voice to sound the same every time. We're just gonna have to deal with him being kinda weird. Alright, let's go find the big creepy gate, I guess. Hooray, we found it. That was easy. Meet back at the big creepy gate. So who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest. That sounds like the one. There are just 3 people living in this huge thing. I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens in a place like that all the time. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring. Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay. That's like the 5th time someone mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually, you're going to have to explain to me how the harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. They live in the little cottage. It's so cute and small. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Right, whatever you do, just don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Luca could not handle that. Here goes nothing. I don't know why I gave a British accent to this one, and one of the 2 moms, and the other one's like an American accent.
Dinner
I
with
don't know.
The Moodwills.
The Mordwills?
Ilona
Moodwills?
Moodwill was worried
Moodwill,
about
okay.
change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even.
Interesting.
But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town.
Okay.
Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love. Couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax.
I don't know what just happened. I think we somehow lost our power to the switch. Okay, we're back. Interesting. Iona let herself relax into the chair. Okay.
The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
Interesting. So, Luca, tell us about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck Manners? It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like missing.
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally, we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We haven't fully settled in, and Beck hadn't mentioned that it's your favorite. Sorry, are we just skipping the part where you said his mum was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So, Beck said you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Oops, we mentioned work. Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? You were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie, I won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead research of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture and does something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
Uh-oh. What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't—
Beck slammed her fist into the table.
Uh-oh.
Perhaps harder than she intended.
Ouch. Hey, Luca! How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Uh-oh. Is it gonna rain? Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh? I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you for all the pizza. It really was good. See you at the festival, Beck. Where'd the shiny coin come from? Wait up. I will walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to either rumble or break. Okay, rumble indicates like thunder and lightning. Break would be like if it started pouring down rain. So, which one do we want to go with first? Which one's gonna lead us to death?
The one where you're about to break.
We were about to break. We're about to cry.
Oh, whatever.
We were so sad. We were so sad. We're about to boohoo at their table.
Well,
Alright. Since you keep saying the word break, I guess we're gonna go with break. Because Chad is not offering us any solutions.
Chat, come on. Get with it.
You are also Chad.
Well,
Or you could be. Log into twitch.tv and
I
create an account. Follow us along on stream.
yeah.
I like the music in this game a lot.
Yeah.
It's very like calm, cool, collected. It's very nice. Alright, we're gonna go with break, which means it's probably gonna start
Luca
pouring
began
down
to
rain.
respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer
Wrong.
night.
Got it.
Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Okay, no rain. Sure, you can meet Rolo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolo I'd tell him about—
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're as thick as thieves now. There's a juicy secret you've got to tell me. Okay, you can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. Hey, come back, Beck. You can't just go there without me.
Skulking by the gate.
You're telling me that there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Don't do that. Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Oh snap. Beck, what did you do? What did you do exactly? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. It's Eris Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I don't know what voice to give Eris Valentine. But I think that's the Yellow Man. Expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
That could be quiet, God. Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh! You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything? I wouldn't expect any less of you. Just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. Can't wait to see that look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. There's one thing I've learned. It's that change is painful. I was expecting shady. But that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine.
Oh my god.
His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
That's my grandma. My grandma is the Yellow Man.
Oh my goodness.
Grandma, or at least somebody in a yellow suit, tried to grab us in one of the death endings. And now finding out that Grandma might have been that person who in a totally different ending mutilated us, or at least mutated us. What the heck? Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
Ugh. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, I give in. Turn on the heater.
Chapter 5. What big ears you have.
What big ears you have, Grandma?
Lucas sat shivering in the bushes,
Okay.
staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug
Wow.
on his sweater.
Okay. We're supposed to go meet Rolo. Oof. What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Okay. Hopefully Rolo's at the treehouse and we can talk to Rolo and the three of us can be the Three Musketeers. Or something. Ooh, glowy. Wow. Can't touch it. Can I? I thought it was up here. Is our treehouse not up here? I really thought that it was. I thought this was the way to the treehouse, but... Oh no, it's back by the river. Uh-oh. For last time, there's nothing to worry about.
Of course, we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
I feel like we gave him a different voice before. Like, very different. And I don't remember what we did. If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it.
Absolutely.
If you just sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate. We'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Can I get around Mr. Thancred? Don't talk to me, don't talk to me, don't talk to me, don't talk to me, don't talk to me. You were creepy and you shoved me in a phone booth. I also want to avoid the clipboards if possible. Want to avoid Roxy's friends. We should probably be talking to these people because it's probably how we earn extra words, but... Hey, let me across the bridge. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, this is nice. It's really not. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So what's your buddy Rolo like? Rolo? He's... Rolo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. It's about damn time you told me what this foul harvest thingy is. It's kinda a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. Hey, that's when our dad died. And something changed. Changed how? It could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water or air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. And half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why. Nope. I take it Ruddo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yeah, for some reason, their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative. Yep. First thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels. One town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. We'd better get going.
That sounds suspicious.
Of course it's suspicious. That's why we gave him a car salesman voice. It's about... Oh, wait. I forgot he was Southern and not British. Well, it's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rolo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rollo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey, Luca, you know security concerns we talked about? Yeah. While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little infiltration chest. Can't be too safe these days. Alright, so he lifted the ladder. That's about it. What in the heck? He calls all lot, doesn't he? Always. Okay, so there's a thing I have to hit. Alright, we found a rock, I think. Alright, we hit it. Now what? Oh, there's another spot. Okay, I guess that counted. Oh, maybe it didn't count. Oh, it's a moving target now. Okay. Oh. Okay, if you miss... Oh, no, I guess it counted. Okay. I thought if you missed it restarted, but nope, I guess it worked. Where did you always get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. So the crazy old man sold us junk. So... Pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Oh, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So, like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters? I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you were freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rollo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse, and you were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit, and then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine. Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Rollo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. So we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town, and their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you. Can we logically conclude that? First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. There could be aliens. Second, couldn't have been my gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask that Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she was definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here. Well, no. She came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. Ooh. Spooky. It had been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way. But are we sure your Gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
Luca gazed out the window. Oh, me too, bro. I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your Gran is hiding something. And Pa always says folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. My Gran really is hiding something. Don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear. And we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in. Oh, I forgot the accent on that one. You can count me in.
Chapter 6.
Alright, so we went through a whole chapter without dying. Interesting.
Secret lair.
Secret layer. But it's layer, like layer of a cake.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight.
Alright, we're walking home in the
cautious to
starlight.
avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows.
Okay.
Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Alright. We went home, we went to bed. What time is it? Okay, we jumped out of bed and then grabbed our sweater. And then what? Oh, we don't have the walkie-talkie in this reality. I forgot. Was that someone knocking? Oh my gosh, somebody's knocking on the door. Okay, I'm coming. Oh. Rollo, what on earth is that? That ridiculous thing on your head? Oh, this? It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep, whatever she's been up to this week, it's keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were a Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
Coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
Wow. I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. Is that how that works? First hunches are for suckers. Alright. Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Dick Rollo. Drat, it may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah. The closet upstairs. So, maybe it stands to reason we should check there first? No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it is really important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm gonna take this important thing and huck it into a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway. I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Alright. Just run straight into the kitchen. Alright, Rolo. This is your time to shine. Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rolo's back.
I just climbed on top of him. Okay. Hi, this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. And this is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in.
I'm gonna peer inside.
The glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them.
Uh-oh, I bet we're gonna break a dish.
Eyes searched for anything amiss.
Thanks.
But the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Okay. Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random teacup
As
and...
Beth pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click.
Oh no, it worked! We pulled forward on a random teacup and it made a click sound. Wow. Apollo with the gift of prophecy, I guess.
The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Rustle and slide, you say? Hidden door! Seems like your Grandma's be doing some remodeling. Dude, only two types of people have secret layers. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So, which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. I hope that the voices are distinct enough that somebody who is just like listening along and not necessarily like watching what's happening could tell that they're three different people. Well, that's the reason I gave them three distinct voices. Instead of just slight kid voices. So, more of an unhinged conspiratist vibe? Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. I need to look around before jumping to conclusions. Alright, it's a dingy dark basement with a bunch of stuff. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution explosive and jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your gran making? Ooh, incendiary, that's a fun word. She shouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs, right? Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
Hint of brown sugar. And ink. What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
A slip of paper. Okay. Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
Gross. It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. A grand jamgram? What? Hang on. A grand jamgram? Grand jamgram. It says, last night I used the disguise Eris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Aw, man. Are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So, more of a bombshell than a bomb. Am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here. Why? That's you. So that makes you Rolo. Well, shit.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked.
Alright, one of them was unlocked.
Cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter.
A bulging folder labeled Walter. Who is Walter again? The paper guy, I think.
For a long moment, he just stared at it.
What do you got there? Oh. Walter was his dad. Okay, it's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor.
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
Oh, he's whistling. How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. What? That's where all the meaty bits are. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of the preeminent... Is it preeminent? Of the preeminent scholar in Daunt's documents. And cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we go. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. Wow. Too many words. You okay? He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
Rolo looked up with heightened surprise. How do you heighten your surprise? See? Creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait.
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
There's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something else.
Rollo scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind, exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit! Wow, PG-13 chat, sorry. Damn. I mean, we are 12, so... Oof.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Whoa, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your gran a serial killer? 'Cause I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town out of the kindness of her heart. She puts little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mums are both on here. Both with question marks. Yes, Valentine has a question mark. Eris has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool, this looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rolo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to the town. And if we follow it,
Carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right to
He jabbed down at the end point.
town square? That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Hello. That doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over there. So it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer. Rolo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Gulp. Did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival! Not if we stop her. Uh-oh. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was what? No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up,
That's cool.
the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other.
I don't think that's a reason to exhale. Just because the footsteps stopped doesn't mean you're safe.
A muffled male voice broke the
A
silence.
male voice. Oh, snap. It's not Gran. Oh, no. Hello?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Yoo-hoo! I'm not here to hurt anyone.
I'm just here to kill.
I'm just here to help. I feel like this is probably the car salesman guy. That's why I'm using that voice. It could be somebody else, but just...
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh. Yes, it's nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly.
Uh-oh.
Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Why are you whispering? You should be silent. Oh, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Rollo, why? Flamin' chicken cope!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know if I had it in me. There was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome! Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Hang on, we're gasping in stereo. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Oh no, it's Mr. Tolliver. I was wrong about who it was.
Oh no.
It was this man, and he should have had this voice.
Which one is it?
He's the little squirrel man, and he
Chapter
talks like
7.
this. Well, you see, the square root of a pie is, I don't know.
The interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
Ooh, the interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair.
He's slumped in a shoddy old chair.
His hands were bound with rope.
His hands were bound with
feet
rope.
tied with some loose string.
And his feet are tied with loose string.
The kids
So-
huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain. They couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go.
Can't just let him go.
They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house.
Why was he in my house? That's a good
After some
question.
deliberation, it was decided.
It was decided. Okay. They'd run the classic good cop, blank cop interrogation. The only option we have is chill. Interesting. So we're gonna need more words for sure. Chill cop, I
They'd run
guess.
the classic
Good cop, chill cop. I don't think that
chill
works.
cop interrogation.
I know, right? I'll handle this. Just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Why did that work? Golly, I sure got my bell rung.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
I wonder if maybe I just like pinch my nose, it would work. Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled. Rollo's here?
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, alright. Mistakes happen. You kids gave old Haram a good scare. Just let me out of these ropes and call it even.
Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my gran up to? If you'll just cut me loose, I could show you. How do I know we can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong by you?
No.
And since your grand moved to town,
Haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. Why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just, all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town? An archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes?
Luca gestured to the corner.
Barrels of explosives? I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. I don't think that's how that works. I think you're perfectly capable of talking with your hands bound.
I don't know, maybe he talks with his hands.
I mean, he's talking to us now. So, I talk with my hands. I can still keep them off a stream most of the time. You kids deserve an explanation.
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings. Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. This'll all make sense in time.
He edged imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
Is he gonna make a run for it?
You see, this town has secrets, Luca. A very dark past indeed.
I think I'm just gonna pinch my nose for his dialogue.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
Wow. He's gonna turn off the lights. Okay. Got it.
A past that must be brought to...
He punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
light.
You children.
Son of a...
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights.
Bitch.
It was too late.
It was too late.
Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there. And let the adults handle this.
They looked bewildered at each other.
Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end.
Well, we didn't
Well,
die.
we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing board.
Well, we didn't die yet.
So that's a win.
So I guess that's not the worst. Now we could go back and do the rumble, or we can try to find more words within the break. Because there were people that we could have talked to that we didn't, and probably things we could have explored that we didn't. So, I don't know. Should we go back and do the other one? It does say that we've checked off all the break options, but we also don't have anything for right here. So, I guess let's try Rumble to see if we come up with any other sort of words, charms, whatever they're called. Alright, clouds began to rumble.
Began to respond, but the
So I
sky
think in this
answered
timeline
for
we
him
probably won't
as the
see our
clouds
grandma in
above
a
began to
hazmat
rumble
suit.
with ominous thunder.
So... You sure we can make it before the storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Wow. He said the odds are good and then immediately it started raining. Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold. I'm finna catch cold. I am freezing. Give me the gay. Thank you. I need it for my toes. Or at least 1 foot. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Alright, impromptu sleepover. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff's still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. Alright, I'm gonna be hopeful that we find some words here.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. That was not the answer there. Oh, wow. Bolo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. Mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have the time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers.
Flowers?
Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent. Ooh.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all of the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry. Was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards and some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So, you've moved a lot? Yeah, that's the thing, having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. Oh, lightning. These flowers would last longer if you put them in water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Why did you jump like that? Dang, didn't that hurt? Right? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like a family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How'd you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. Oh, I gave him an accent by accident. Hang on. We'll just pretend like that didn't happen. Nobody saw that. Nobody heard that. Nobody saw that. Okay, cool. I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you tried to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own, though, you gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know, something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. Things are gonna change.
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate it, I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mum? Why can't I just stay somewhere? Bruh! I don't know how to do that in an English accent.
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
Just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Oh, I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. Uh-oh. Did my moms hear all that? See you and Rollo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in.
Nope. Punched him in the arm. Whap.
Chapter 5.
Hey! You've been missing my terrible English accent.
Friendly feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone.
Wow.
Not even Rollo.
Oh, goodness.
But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend.
Fair.
Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes.
I'm doing good. How are you?
This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
All right. So we are on a different path than before because it started raining, so Beck is not coming with us to the treehouse this time. Beck is at home with her parents. My special guests are still here. We're also... Oh, it's the bat. I gave the bat a little mouse voice. Hey, Dawn. Tracking down a lead?
You bet. Heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out, when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament.
Peculiar how?
He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions.
Like what?
The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer.
Solomon?
Bingo.
So, Eris was forced to take care of him?
Yep, or she would have lost everything.
Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid?
Rumor has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats.
That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out?
A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca.
Interesting. Can we mess with the gates this time? No? There's a whole lot of, like, backstory lore stuff going on. There's a lot more adult things than I thought there was going to be in this game. But I mean, it is spooky. Can I mess with the phone booth? No. It's also dark. We're probably supposed to be home already. We don't know what our Gran's doing. In the other timeline, she was doing spooky shit. In this timeline, she could be home. I don't know. Oh, that's true. That's true. She's not home. Oh no. Excuse me, what are you doing? Oh wait, hang on. How do I do a car salesman but make him sound like this? Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to. You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We're all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good. Then it's decided. Yes, sir. We'll work until the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. That was creepy. Don't like that. I don't like that at all. Our harvest awaits. I'm sure it does. Ooh, I'm sure it does. Rolo, you still up there? Is this Rolo? It says, I'm sorry, Rolo isn't accepting visitors at the moment, but is it Rolo?
Be mad and check all friendship here.
Come back never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times.
Okay.
It always meant one thing.
That always meant one thing. You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Whoops. Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason. I didn't abandon you. It's just I'm just a little late.
Rolo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar! You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried. So I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, the storm rolled in out of nowhere. I got stuck after dinner at Beck's.
Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rolo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise, but you took so long the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get into trouble waiting for so late for you. But I kept my word. Because that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. You can stay out as late as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Rollo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa is right. Storm bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my pa's still around. Oh, Rollo.
The words hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line.
A major line, bro.
But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rollo. Dang it. We went home, I guess. I'm guessing we're supposed to go to sleep, but like...
Luca dug through his
here we
old
go.
stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Soccer ball. Rollo. What a jerk. Call me a bad friend? Ooh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. I'm sure there's something I'm supposed to knock down. Where am I supposed to kick this thing? Oh, you late to the party, as usual. There's gotta be something I'm supposed to, like, knock down or kick or something. Like, I can interact with my bed, but... No, because he's mad. He's up and he's kicking. But I can't see anything in the room that, like, I would need to kick it into. What about out here? Nope. What over here somewhere? Alright, I went to the door. If Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it.
Wasn't him?
The country bumpkin?
That was a girl.
No. That's Beck. Beck is the English accent.
Lord.
I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Aww. We learned the word weep. That's so sad. Is that Gran, maybe? Luca?
Gran cooed gently from
Yep.
the hallway.
Okay, I was right. You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Stop coughing over my narrative. Rude. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone.
He just wants to be
He
alone.
waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Waited to hear the sound of the front door closing. Okay. Alright. Now do we kick the soccer ball around? I bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. He's gonna be miserable. I swear, it just makes narrative sense that we would break something, you know? Back in bed.
Luca dozed off again.
Is this just it? We just kick the ball around a few times and then lay in bed? Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Gran, we're depressed, okay? Leave us alone. Thanks. Rolo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So, your plan is to just sit around in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Lucas still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rolo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
It's fair. Wow. Kick.
So in this timeline, you don't know anything about
No.
terrorists.
No, we don't. There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Oh, now we do kick something down. Haha, I knew it. I was right. Like me. I don't know how we're gonna get it over there, but we're gonna do our best. Kick.
Kick it real good.
Aw, kick. That was too good. Kick. Kick. Aha! Oh. Memory all
Adventures
alone in the
of Hank
moonlight.
Atomic.
Wow. The complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rolo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art.
Oh, please don't tell me we're gonna tear up the comic book.
Rolo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rolo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind.
Okay.
But it had stayed right there where Rolo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages.
Okay.
He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca, another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modwell. She said you met yesterday. What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rolo, didn't you? Can I come in? Isn't your bed in here, Grandma? Like, don't you sleep in here too? Maybe later. All right, then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon.
Dang,
He
the
once
whole
again
day.
felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close.
Back to bed.
Luca stood in a vast black expanse.
Nightmare time?
He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source?
Source.
Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour. Make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see?
Okay.
Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
What the hell?
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him.
Okay.
Older, worn, distant.
Time travel?
The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face, and all it got me was this. Lucas staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path.
What is happening?
This is the end of one of your paths, son.
Okay, so instead of dying, so far we've been locked in a basement and had a nightmare?
Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face
Wow.
twisting into a cruel whelp. Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames.
Just right into the flames.
In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean?
I don't know.
Luca
That's
felt
what
a
I'm trying to
reassuring
figure out.
squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose.
Okay.
Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, it's your grandma. No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is, it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. Did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Aww. That's a good lesson. It can be hard, especially when you're like really close to somebody. I feel like we're in ad space right now, but okay, good. Like it can be really hard when you're particularly close to somebody because it gives people, unfortunately, it does take a lot of trust, so it gives people the I am right now. Dang.
When you said, "Am I in ad space?" You were not, and then
Like a second later.
second you
Oh
started
no, I'm in
talking,
ad space.
You were in
Ugh.
ad space.
I was gonna say something deep and profound.
You just yeah, that's the
Right. No.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
I come back from ad space with that sound. I'm so sorry, chat. I just want to drink my boba. But they don't fit up the straws. Have I returned from ad space yet? Are we good?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you. You didn't tell me anything. It's your job to watch for ads.
You made the joke. Oh, what if I came back with this sound? You were already back, so
Rude.
You did come back with that sound.
Rude. Why didn't you say anything?
I didn't realize you didn't know.
What's the point of a special guest if they don't help you out? That's what I need to know, chat.
Froze for me, so I didn't even.
Oh, okay. That's phenomenal. Oh, yeah, I don't think we've added you to the
It was
Wi-Fi.
very funny.
Come on.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. But yeah, Gran's right. You should really be able to accept your friends in their best moments, but really, you should also be able to accept them in their worst moments within reason. Because you shouldn't accept somebody who is bigoted or hateful, things like that. Like, that's not really their worst moments. But, like, everybody feels emotions and everybody feels them differently. Sometimes you can have a moment that's just really, really intense. You say things you don't mean, that kind of thing. And here, you know, we've got Luca, little kid, 12 years old, who is experiencing a really bad fight with his best friend. And, I mean, the dude did just say, at least I have a dad, which is pretty messed up. But Luca also kind of implied his dad was stupid. So, not equal, but still not great for both of them. But, yeah, unfortunately, there are going to be times where you know somebody so well and they know you so well that it does give them the ability to say things that cut you really deep. So it's super important that you learn to be able to communicate those things, be able to talk about those things with other people, and be able to apologize when you're wrong. And I have a feeling that it's probably going to be hard for these guys to apologize. Now, Rolo's already come by the house. He came by yesterday when we were sulking in bed the whole time. So he's probably already ready to apologize. And I don't know that Luca is yet, especially after that creepy dream. So hopefully he puts his big boy panties on and apologizes to his best friend. And accepts his best friend's apology. Because accepting the other person's apology is equally important. Not that he necessarily has to. It was a pretty hurtful thing to say, but, you know, you do need to talk it out. Can't be mad at your best friend forever. I mean, if I had a nickel for every time somebody said, well, at least I had a dad. Oh, wait, I do have a dad. Never mind. I was trying to be relatable to Luca, but I don't have anything to be relatable to him in this moment. I tried. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Sounds like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? I am a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. That's the real lesson, folks. Everything's better with corn dogs. No. I need to get going now. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. Alright. I love you, Luca. Love you too. Aw, Grandma. Too bad in the other timeline you're a terrorist.
Pretty sure she's a carrot.
She might be, but in the other timeline she's like a terrorist. Like,
Although apparently Luca also
that was a dream. Okay.
Chapter 6.
Alright. Now the question is, do we cut it here and go to the festival later? Or do we see how this plays out?
Through thick and thin.
Well, otherwise I would wrap it up. Possibly check out my Animal Crossing island for 2.5 seconds. Continue to make horrible, horrible noises on stream. But I'm trying to eat boba.
Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rolo.
Gotta hash things out with Rolo. Come on,
A
Gran.
big fight changes the nature
We'll
of
meet you at the
friendship.
fountain.
Whether,
Okay.
in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding.
Okay, now it's too warm in here. I feel like you turned the heat too high. Or we turned it on.
If one is not careful, the same
Exactly.
familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them.
That's true.
Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air.
Wow.
But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rolo.
Well, where do we think Rolo would be? Can I go visit my dad's grave instead? Why is that funny?
I don't know. It's just such a weird term.
There you are. Luca. Rolo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. Squash it down. Bury your feelings. Wow. Thanks, Roxy. So I'm assuming the treehouse. He calls it mission control. It's in the woods. It just makes sense. Wow. There's so many things happening. Unique New York. Unique New York. Aw. Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Wow, look at him. Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens no. Well, break a leg. Give me the gift of a good... What? I didn't get to say it. Alright, that's fine. Who's this guy? Let me talk to him. No? Okay. Roxy! I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. This town's still falling apart. Weather's still cruddy, and this season's harvest is going to be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is going to change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fits. I'm still gonna be mad at them, but I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all. Look, the bully. Come here, bully. This is the one we actually made a Valley Girl. So I accidentally made this person a Valley Girl because that that they do made me think Valley Girl. This is a boy. For anybody who doesn't realize that. The little cat rabbit thing is a boy. Ha ha ha, every single time. Yep. Oh my god, stop it. Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Haha. Probably supposed to be like prissy upper crust, but ain't moving. Oh, that man really isn't moving.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey Jeff, everything alright? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, it used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know. I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't you?
For a moment, the two now shared
I
that
don't know.
same wistful
He gets a different voice every time. He's a weird old man, and he gets a weird old man voice. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech and the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't even seen so much as an exuve. And it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. I feel like that's not it. Hello, fisherman dude. Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr gives his big speech, they're gonna have the first annual biggest catch competition. As long as the boot qualifies as a catch, I'm a shoo-in. Good luck. Took you too long. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, okay. Plop. Okay. I was pretty sure it was gonna be mission control. But, is this not somewhere quiet? Okay, let's see. Oh! I'm dumb. It's the library. A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. Somewhere quiet. Yeah, there is a library in town. It's almost certainly that. Wow. Okay. Here's this sad man. Oh wait, that's not the Sandman. Who are you? This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the Foul Harvest. I had my doubts about Perennial Harvest, but I must admit they put on a nice party. A most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. Nope. No, I do not. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. I wanted to see what all the festival fuss is about. Well, I can't help but notice you still brought your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True, true. What you got in there? Books. How about this person? How's your story going? He met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens! No time for fractured friendships? Okay. Stop doing shit in real life. Okay. Oh, that's what she looks like. Not what I thought she looked like. From her little tiny sprite. I was able to return the Perennial Harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now, will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family. I don't think I've given that voice to anybody yet, but I probably have. More than once. The library. Somewhere quiet. Hello, person I can talk to.
Hiya, Luca.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo in deciphering the first riddle.
The first riddle? Okay. First.
Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you?
Rolo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
On planet Farple, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you?
No, it's okay. Let me figure it out.
Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands.
I don't remember what voice we gave him, so that's the one he got. Alright, on the planet Farple, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue. Is it one of these?
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated to the front display
each week. Yep, we read this before. Not fooling anyone. It could be, though. It could be new issues. It's not. It's the same old, all the time. I'm guessing it's something outside that we have to bring to him, but why wouldn't it just be in here? Hi, Jace. Still working through the newest Hank Atomic? You know it. Some fascinating canon toward the end. Did you know? Hank Atomic's Shrinko Ray doesn't technically shrink stuff. It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving that object unaltered. So it just looks like it shrunk compared to everything else? Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers, please. Oh, right, sorry.
Luca grabbed the Modern Science of Atomic Radiation from the shelf.
Once you've got a book, you can either bring it here to me or grab a different one.
Luca grabbed Natural Photography, Volume 5, from the shelf.
Okay.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf. Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
Maybe? What was that clue again? Planet Farple, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue. Maybe this one? Well, we found Hank Atomic number 5.
Luca grabbed The 5 Pillars of Success from the shelf.
5 Pillars of Success.
Luca grabbed The Issue with Self-Help, a helpful guide, from the shelf.
Okay.
Luca grabbed 500 Meals for One Big Pot from the shelf.
Okay, so we have several things that have 5 in the title. So
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5.
if it's based on Rolo, it's probably the Adventures of Hank Atomic, but am I right?
Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp.
Okay.
As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5.
Issue and 5th.
Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rolo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it.
Well, apparently he traded you off for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash.
Oh, Rolo.
Now let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
get away with such a
He
grift.
continued flipping.
Uh-oh.
Only found in grub cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift in grub cart. Grift in Griffin. Griffin's grub cart. Wants to me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Guess you're off then. Good luck with the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kato. Alright. I wonder if this is the good end. What if this is the path we're supposed to be on? That would be wild. Alright. Back to old Griffin and his grub cart. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Griffin? Is this Griffin? Who is Griffin? Wait, is he in a different part of town? I thought he was here, but he might be down here. Is it you? Are you Griffin? Yep, alright. Whew! Hey Griffin, did Rollo come?
Before Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yeah. It's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rollo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's just...
Luca tugged at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Wow. Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountains up the step.
Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. Alright. I'm assuming that's the cafe, which is up these stairs. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. Well, Rollo owes me.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task of friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Ugh, I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. Good luck, Luca. What takes flight but has no wings? Balloons, I would guess, but is there a balloon stand? Oh, he's right there. Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here, you earned this.
Rollo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
That's so sweet. Thanks. You didn't have to go through all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened, with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know. When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Hello. Still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But That was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Aww.
Rollo, I don't deserve you.
I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We could probably sneak into Pre-Annual Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all those stuff the clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait one more day. Can it? You know, I have been wanting to get some work done at the MCDC at Mission Control. On the MCDC, sorry. AIM is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Head to the treehouse with Rollo. Aren't we supposed to meet our grandma at lunchtime or something? Oh, these balloons. We're very visible right now with these balloons just bouncing along. Can I do something with them? Do I have any more bait? Ooh, pungent.
Luca wrapped a twig of thyme around the hook. Some fish have refined taste.
I'm getting pretty good at this. Hey. Property of Sharper Valentine. Figures. If he had his way, property of Sharper Valentine would be written on everything in this town. Should we give it back to him? He may not even want it back. The man's got a contentious relationship with time. We'll keep it here in case he ever wants to pick it up. Interesting. Are these all the things I needed to get for this little mini thing? I don't have any kind of like achievement, so I don't know. Alright, so we were gonna go to the treehouse. Nice. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rollo handed Luca an unopened letter.
Ooh, okay. I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you.
Gran, what are you gonna do?
None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much.
Is she gonna be a suicide bomber?
We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward, but if there is, I haven't thought of it.
Oh
God
dear.
knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that.
I don't like this.
Gran.
I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go through all that trouble just to apologize. I know, but we've been looking forward to the festival for weeks. And after I ruined everything with my big mouth, that was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Hello.
Luca was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
What was that? Oh man, we missed the fireworks?
It was not fireworks.
It was not fireworks. It was not fireworks, kids. Oh dear.
It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
What? Cthulhu? Why are we frozen?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time.
What?
The end.
That can't be the end.
No, that can't be the ending.
Thank you.
It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either.
Absolutely not.
There are more endings.
Good.
More possibilities. I can
All right.
feel it.
I would hope so.
We're just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Okay. Jesus. Was that nuclear winter? What just happened? What the hell? Dang. We got in a knockdown drag out with our best friend, pretty much, and then nuclear winter happened. And in the other one, we tried to interrogate a guy and got locked in a basement. I don't think those are really deaths, but like... That's true, but I don't know if I have it in me for tonight. That was a lot. Ugh. It was so emotional. Like, dang. The first few deaths were just like, bam, 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 done. Oh no, we got locked in a phone booth and shipped off to wherever it was because it was secretly a tube. And oh, we got kidnapped by a guy and changed somehow. And that was actually the route that took us to the route that we're on now. And then in another one, we had to fight the clipboards with... Oh. Speaking of the clipboards, this has a new ending to it. Interesting. So in this one, we ended up disfiguring the bully, and we decided to fight when we got to the place, and now there's another narrative here. Okay. So it's not just straightforward up one side. It's probably going to end up being a overall, like, everything leads to one, maybe, but huh.
As Rolla mentioned, making complicated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the one we were just on is this one over here, where we heard the rumble and everything. But on the other side of the tree is the MCDC, which wasn't ready, and we went to use it, and it didn't do a whole lot. So, yeah, no, I think I'm gonna leave it here. We'll definitely be back next Tuesday around the same time to play some more. And wow, that was a lot of emotions and like little life lesson in the middle, you know, from us and from Gran. Hers was probably better, but that's okay. But yeah, that was... I thought it was going to be a funny little, like, let's find out other strange ways we can mess up the story. Like any good How to Choose Your Adventure does. But, how to choose your own adventure, that's what I meant. But, I don't know. That one got real heavy real fast. So, I think that's going to do it for me. I'll be back Thursday with, I think we're doing Disney Dreamlight Valley again. I think that's what I have set up. We'll see. There won't really be any new content for the game probably for a little while, but we can still work on friendships with people, work on quests, maybe finally get Goofy's quest done that involves some sort of raft, but we'll see. So, oh wait, maybe we did do the raft one. I forget which one we're doing. I think we were doing something for Kristoff where we were trying to build a stall for him or something. I don't remember. It's been too long since we played. That's a good sign we gotta play it again. So we'll be back Thursday around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time or so. And hopefully everybody gets a snack, gets a drink, and has nice rest. I know I'm gonna have some good rest as soon as I get out of here. Have a good night. Bye.